Unaccompanied Minors in Their Own Voices is a publication we, as Refugee Rights Turkey, have prepared and released in June 2018 with the support of Swiss Embassy. This is a publication that brings together the personal accounts of 15 unaccompanied minors from various countries of origin who have made it to Turkey. The idea was to come up with a medium that helps minors and ex-minors to voice their hopes, frustrations, dreams, as well as reasons why they ended up in Turkey, with a view to help governmental and non-governmental stakeholders to sympathize with minors more easily and understand their unique stories beyond facts and figures. For the purpose of this publication, we interviewed 9 minors and 6 ex-minors, meaning 6 young people who have recently turned 18 at the time we prepared the publication, and all were aged between 16 to 19. 12 of them were staying at a facility under Ministry of Family. 2 of the interviewees were female and they were from Democratic Republic of Congo. Remaining 13 interviewees were male, 8 of them from Afghanistan, 2 from Syria, 2 from Pakistan, and 1 from Somalia. The questions we have asked to these minors and ex-minors only meant to guide them and provide a minimum consistency among the details shared in each account. In the end, we were open to hear and share whatever they wanted to share. Although their backgrounds and demographics were quite different from each other, their experiences of being an unaccompanied minor were mostly similar. They all faced difficulties and horrors of war, conflict, or persecution, all faced economic hardships, all fled their countries in most scary and traumatic ways of transportation. The hardships continued to affect their lives after they reached Turkey in accessing safety, security, and covering their basic needs, among others. However, they also had the patience and endurance to rebuild their lives, continued to dream about their future in and beyond Turkey, made friends and connections with each other. Some had the chance to pursue their education and hobbies while in Turkey, as the proof that once supported sufficiently, unaccompanied minors, like all children and young people, carry great potentials to realize themselves and their dreams. The best way to exemplify the objectives of the publication would be to recite what 17-year-old Afghan unaccompanied minor, for the purpose of anonymity we only cited the initial of his first name, I, has shared with us for the purposes of this publication. I came to the shelter at the age of 14. In those days, I used to dream crossing to Europe like everybody else because a lot of people did cross who later told us they had reached better conditions. I did not have money, so I gave up those dreams before long and I tried to get used to life in Turkey. It did not take a lot of time to get used to the shelter. I grew close with my friends here. My life can be separated into 2 parts. Before and after I started school. I spent my first year at the shelter learning Turkish. I started speaking it with a considerable success at the end of 3 months. My aim was to go to school, but I found out that since I did not have any documentation concerning my educational background in Afghanistan, I could not register for school. For this reason, I did not go to school in my second year at the shelter either. I spent that year getting involved in sports like swimming, soccer, fitness, volleyball, and improving my Turkish. I managed to register at a school this year. I am in 11th grade now. The school is both good and bad. The teachers have a warm and understanding attitude, but the students in my class constantly make fun of my accent. I am the only foreigner in the class and this makes me feel lonely. I have a few friends, but we are not really close. My close friends are still my friends at the shelter and 3 or 4 Turks I met at the volleyball class. I'm worried how I can support myself at university if I stay in Turkey. Since I had to work from a very early age, I have an idea how difficult it can be to go to school while working. I am worried that I might stay behind at school if I need to work. On the other hand, I already will have to go to work to afford a place to stay and make a living once I turn 18 and move out of the shelter. Sometimes I think constantly about such matters because I will turn 18 very soon. I hope all this ambiguity will resolve immediately. This is my biggest wish. One thing we would like to note is that the photographers who took the photographs included in the publication were also unaccompanied minors staying at Yel facility in Istanbul back then. These are the photographs taken by minors, posed by minors, mostly taken at the facility they were staying or within the neighborhood of the facility. The photographs complement the narratives included in the publication in most vivid sense and provide a glimpse of the lives of unaccompanied minors from the artistic perspectives of these two young photographers. Unaccompanied Minors in Their Own Voices is a publication that has drawn a lot of attention from the side of authorities, national and international NGO community, and from academia, for it aims to channel the voices of children and young people who traveled alone or ended up being alone in Turkey, seeking protection and striving to rebuild their lives in Turkey without any filtering or alteration. In this way, we believe that it reached to the minds and hearts of the audience more than serious looking or analytical assessment of gaps and challenges affecting unaccompanied minors in Turkey. We hope to continue staying in solidarity with refugees, asylum seekers, and vulnerable migrants in Turkey, including, of course, with unaccompanied minors, and hope to produce more of such publication going forward.